we are going to do the detailing for column. So I click on column. Before you do any detailing for any of these elements, make sure that ETAB file is open and the design has been carried out. So now I click on column, and first thing I do is a file column API. So it will read the detail from the ETAB file. And now suppose I don't want 32 diabar to use, so I click in off. And similarly for the stirrup, I don't want shear reinforcement. And since all the columns are less than 300, so I'll design as a non-ductile. So I said okay. Now it checks whether your the name what you're given is matching with the grade what you are using. So I said okay. So now suppose I go to sixth level, and if I click on say column C1, so C1 is shown in a red color. Similarly, if I click on say column C7, so it shows me here the column C7 is say, selected. Now the next I'm going to do is drawing setting. Now suppose instead of close ring, I want hook ring. So I click on this and I said okay. Similarly, one more useful thing is if you say okay rebar syntax. Right now rebar are shown as 8-T20, but you want to make it more clear. So I can say 8 numbers. Suppose here I give 8 number and say 20D, and I want to leave a space between. So I can leave. So I can get text written in whatever format I want. I said okay. Now I go to execute and say run. So as soon as I done within less than a few seconds, I get the detailing of each column. Now number of bar are selected on two criteria. One, it try to find out the best possible bar combination. Secondly, it will try to keep spacing between two bars same, even when the size changes. Suppose 8 here total bar are 8. Now suppose here if I go, so with the size has increased. So with this increase in size, but the spacing remains same. So you don't have to bend the bar. Now once this is done, you can go to output and say drawing. So if the drawing is already there, it will warn you. I say okay, rewrite. So complete drawing is generated. So here if you see, this is C1, there are number of bars, and here it says required steel is 1104 and provided is 1131. Similarly, this was the percentage. Required percentage is 0.8, provided is 0.82, and efficiency is 97.62. Means required uh, divided by provided. This is that ratio. Okay. Also, there is an option to group the do level grouping, and also you can do the grouping of the columns. Now, next, I say output. I want in a schedule format. So I said save. I want to rewrite the thing. So same thing is shown in a schedule format. So number of drawings will be less. Now next I'm going to work out the quantity, and I said okay. So and then it is asking which file I want. I want to overwrite this file. So after a few seconds you will see it is generated in Excel sheet for following information. Now this shows how much is the total steel is required, total formwork and total concrete is required. This shows floor wise. So now suppose here if you say my first floor is done, second floor is done, and here I can write an equation if this is yes, if this is yes, then give me how much total steel is required, otherwise give me blank. And suppose if I drag it here, and here I give equal to sum of this one. So I said okay. So I know for when first and second floor is done, total steel consuming so much. Here if I write yes, then again it will tell me how much steel has been okay consumed. So here if I say yes, yes, and yes. So 5115 for the, and here you are getting the same figure, still requires so much. So this way you can modify the spreadsheet as per your requirement. uh, so, and I'm saving this file. Then I say go into home, and do you want to save changes? I said yes. So your data is being saved. So in future, if you want to change something, again you can go and load the same file. So this is the end of video for column detailing. Thank you so much.